Hello and welcome to the episode. Today I'm going to show you how to remove the rear shock absorber on a 2014 R1200GS. In this video we will see what happens to the shock absorber when it is sent away to the repair shop. What we found in mine is pretty shocking. Lol. This is a sign of failure. There is no damping effect, so please check yours by turning on the ignition and pushing down on the rear end. The first thing you want to do if you have ESA, set the suspension to soft and set the preload so there's only one helmet showing. Right, let's start by removing the seat. Remove the battery cover. Now remove the relay cover. Remove the ride height suspension sensor cover. Remove the right sensor arm. You can pop it off, but I prefer to unscrew this. Remove the tank side panels. They screw at the rear and slide back from the front. Remove the seat height adjuster. Remove the ECU and hang it to one side. Do not disconnect the plugs. We need to remove these two wires. Next, remove the seat height adjuster block. Remove the two plugs we showed you earlier. Squeeze the tab, push in, then pull apart. For this plug, lift the tab and then pull apart. Feed both plugs out down to the bottom, unclipping them as you go along. Remove both left and right heel guards. Remove the heat shield. Use WD-40 here. If the nut is tight, work out one turn, then screw back in half a turn, and repeat until the nut has moved about 4mm. Remove the top bolt. Spray the sleeve and give it some wiggle action. If you need to, give the joint a tap with the nearest tool to hand. Grab a ratchet strap or a rope and put slight tension on the rear to the bars. Remove both lower subframe bolts completely. Loosen both upper subframe bolts. Now tighten the strap and lift the rear subframe up. We can now gain full access to the rear shock. Place something under the tyre. Remove the lower bolt. Remove the top bolt. You can jolt the shock out with the swing arm. Mine was stuck, so I used gentle persuasion. Do this at your own risk, but sometimes things just need a good hammering. Remove the rear shock. The shock may look okay, but the damage is internal here. Head over to tteksuspension.com and print off the repair form. Place in a well-packed parcel, include your form and send it to T-Tech.
Hi Nick, your shop arrived. We're just going to take a quick look, strip it down and see what the problem is. You can see there is no oil present. Let's take a look.
Using special tools, the spring is now being removed.
Now we have the spring removed.
Internals are now being carefully removed.
This will be
Here we will see the dirty, contaminated oil that has been in the shock absorber for 36,000 miles. This is supposed to be clear. With further inspection, we can see the piston is scored and worn, lots of contaminants. The shock tube is scored inside, and this will require replacement. A little bit more than expected. All the parts are laid out. You can see all the damaged parts. New pistons will be installed. Strong CNC pistons supplied by T-Tech. And also a reconditioned tube. I've gone for the blue spring, which is uprated for my weight. Too many calf runs, I guess. Now the shock is being cleaned thoroughly. The shock is being carefully rebuilt. Here you can really appreciate what happens in this workshop. Luke is really using some magic here. I cannot wait to get this back and try the bike. Stay tuned and I will be installing this shock and giving you an update on the road test. Thank you again Luke for doing this so quickly. Right, so now it's time to install the shock absorber. So if you look at the bottom swing arm bushing, that will stick out a little bit. So if the eyelet on the shock absorber is too tight here, then you can knock it all the way through and then insert it on the other side and knock it so it's flush. Alternatively, you can get a small slide hammer and pull it back a couple of millimeters. Only do this if the shock absorber is tight fitting at the bottom. Right, so let's get this together, and boom, all done. All these settings for the torques are in the description below. So basically reverse the procedure that I showed you earlier, start the engine and check for any codes. So come and join me through a test ride and I'll chat about the whole experience. Catch you in a bit. Right, so you join me on the road test. And this is a very bumpy road. I've got the suspension settings on hard. Let's put them on soft. Yes, that's responding well. I can tell immediately. Well happy with this. Thank you so much, Luke. The bike rides like it's on a cloud. This is a magic carpet. That is the only way I can now describe it. Like it's on a cloud. Like for a start, I've got no knocking. The knocking is gone. So if you're having similar issues to this, you've got your knocking, you've got no damping effect, anything like that, or you don't want a service on your shock absorber, Luke at Tech Suspension doesn't just do BMWs. It covers a wider range of suspension. Like the difference in this motorcycle is like night and day. It's back to normal now, it's fixed. Luke did give me a very nice discount to promote his services, but I would promote it anyway. I was so happy with the turnaround. Within 5 days the shock was sent out and back to me. So please check out T-Tech Suspension, follow him on Facebook, head over to the website and give him a bit of support, because it's a small company with a lot of passion. I can tell there's a lot of passion because I was texting him at gone 10 o'clock and he was still at his unit repairing shock absorbers. So thank you for watching this one. Please subscribe for more BMW content. I have a video coming where I'll take apart the final drive and check my valves. That will be coming soon. God, I've missed this bike. Oh, I've missed riding this bike. Oh, yes. Right, so that is the end of the video. Please give a lot of support for T-Tech Suspension. Luke, what you're doing is amazing. Saving us money, and you're providing a quality service. Small company, lots of passion. So give him some support, go on his Facebook page. I really appreciate you watching. If this has helped you in any way, shape or form, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you want to. There's plenty of content coming with motorcycles. My wife also rides a KTM 390 Adventure, and we do a lot of CAF runs as well as maintenance tips and reviews. Until then, I've been Nick, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Ride safe.